Another day, another reaction. We're gonna be eating on cookies and cream ice cream during this video. Shout out to Momo-chan in the Discord for submitting this video. Like always, appreciate you, dog. Anyways, today's video is trying to understand Lord of Mysteries. I have no idea who that is. I have no idea what show this is, what anime it is. My first time checking it out, but let's go ahead and try and understand who this character is. So I'm guessing there's somebody pretty mysterious and interesting. Let's check it out. From Echidnut. Nice name.
Actually very simple and easy to understand. I'm just kidding. I am about to watch it for the first time though, and I don't expect it to feed me all the answers in the first few episodes, especially when the word mystery is literally in the title. So yeah, okay. I'm perfectly comfortable not immediately understanding everything. I may not be a rocket surgeon, but I have seen a ton of anime, so it can't be that confusing, right? How complicated can it really be?
The world is illusory. Okay. Path of the divine. As above, so below.
Alright, so that intro was absolutely insane. I have no idea what I just saw.
So what I saw was the Tree of Life. So when it comes to Hermeticism and esotericism, we have the Tree of Life represented as humanity, as us. The branches that go above go to the heavens. The branches below go down below. And as the tree, we're supposed to mix these two, the divine and the underworld, you can say, to become more enlightened as individuals. But that's just what I saw from this. Let's see how it plays out in the show.
Won't even attempt to understand any of that yet, but it looked fantastic. The visuals are incredible so far, and this studio is cooking. Whoever's animating this definitely deserves a higher social credit score. Anyway, this guy, our guy, the
Wait, this is China?
He's not who he is. If I'm not mistaken, Klein Moretti was murdered by himself, and after that, the main character gets transported into Klein's body and becomes him. And the gunshot wound fucking heals itself or some shit, I don't know.
Okay.
Wait, they just said transmigrating. No way. Am I watching an isekai right now? So I guess the main character was just a regular average guy from Earth, but now his new name is Klein because that was the name of the person whose body he's inhabiting. And Klein had an ancient book that seems to be the driving force of the plot right now, but more importantly, Klein also had a sister. It took one female character for me to start simping, guys. I was hoping Klein would take his sister's toothbrush and make a fucking Monogatari reference, but instead he went out to run some errands and it seems like somebody's following him, so he hides in a fortune teller's tent where he gets the Fool tarot card, which is also the title.
I knew it! I knew we were messing with Hermeticism. I love it. So the Fool in tarot, if you guys don't know, there's the major arcana. The Fool is the first card in the deck to represent the start of a new journey. Let's continue.
Title of this first episode. What happens next was so fucking crazy, I actually had to rewatch the entire episode from the beginning just to understand it, but I think I got it now. Back on Earth, our main character thought he was doing a good luck ritual, but it turned out to be a transmigration ritual that sent him here. I don't know how he ended up in Klein's body, but he tries doing the same ritual again, hoping that it would send him back to Earth, but instead it sends him to this gray fog dimension. And somehow he accidentally summons two random people as well, so he appears to have tremendous power in this
Bro, he is not good at spells.
realm. He's able to manipulate things and create structures by using this gay fog. But instead of being all shy and confused like every other anime protagonist would, Klein adapts immediately and starts fucking aura farming.
Okay. He is him! He is delivered!
As you guys know, I normally spend most of the day aura farming, but now you can too, because Solo Leveling is doing a collab with AFK Arena, and you can add Sung Jinwoo, Cha Hyen, as well as the Shadow Monarch into your roster right now. And Jinwoo and Cha are both completely free, by the way. You'll get them immediately just by logging in. Jinwoo isn't just a watered-down version either. He gets to keep the same...
I ain't gonna lie, those graphics do not look that good.
System he has in Solo Leveling. The longer he's in combat, the stronger he gets, so he just turns combat duration into an infinite power curve, and he's extremely OP, just like in the anime. You can even synergize him with Cha Hyen, who, by the way, let me just check. Yep. Still hot. Jinwoo doesn't always have to deal with enemies personally though, so if you activate his Shadow Auto Crusher mode, you don't even have to do anything. You can just summon a Shadow Army and sit there aura farming while they kill everything for you. It's the perfect thing to do while you're in a meeting, doing homework, watching hentai, or sleeping. Jinwoo could literally beat this game without even playing it. And that's not all, you also get 10 free summons daily during the first month, totaling over 1,000 free summons, and you can even get a free rare summon by completing daily quests. So download AFK Arena right now with my link in this video's description to check check out this insane collab with Solo.
Bro, have any of y'all ever played this game? And if so, why do you play it? It's an AFK arena. On top of that, we just got a new character that makes you even more AFK. So what, you just burning up the battery life on your phone and the game is just running?
Leveling. You can also download it with my QR
Reverse
code on the screen
1999 is
and
better.
use my gift
I
code
said
as
it.
well. You don't want to miss out on this event. Thank you again to AFK Arena for sponsoring this video. After the people he summoned ask him who he is and what's going on, Klein plays it off as if he meant to bring them here, and he tells them that his name is the Fool. Honestly, I love this part because I was totally expecting him to be like, "What? Where am I?" But instead, he's just like, yeah, I am a god. I thought it was funny when the girl asked him a question he didn't know the answer to, so he's just like, "This guy will answer your question." He's just such a badass, and I still don't really understand everything that's happening, but this whole anime is extremely cool so far. Already I can tell the lore runs deep in this story. Even though most of the terminology means nothing to me right now, I can guarantee the author spent years imagining this world and perfecting its culture.
The author is Cuttlefish That Loves Diving. This Chinese web novel author, renowned for his work in Lord of Mysteries, popular in China.
Culture and politics and history, and I just can't wait to see how everything ties together later on. I can't stress enough how much fun it is to be welcomed into a brand new world where I don't know shit. Every plot point is new and exciting, and there's just endless possibilities because I haven't been spoiled yet. And that's a feeling that I dearly miss from series like Mushoku Tensei, Re:Zero, and other anime that I read the novel for, because being an anime only is so much better, so I'm gonna try to savor this blissful ignorance of being an anime only for as long as possible, because right now I'm having a great time. I am a bit disappointed to see that there's only going to be 13 episodes. Honestly, I was hoping for 25, but anyway, just finished episode 2, and I think I understand the power system now. I'm going to try to explain it, so please correct me if any of this is wrong, but from my understanding, by drinking a very special and intricate potion, people can become Beyonders, which are basically people with abilities beyond a normal human. And these Beyonders are classified by 22 different pathways, which are like the classes you pick at the start of a video game. You know, Stealth Archer, Warrior, Wizard, Stealth Archer, Healer, Berserker. Each pathway has 9 sequences, which are like Pokemon evolutions where you get stronger every sequence until at the end you're practically a god. And typically in this type of story, they like to go hella deep with it, so I bet there's even something beyond the final sequence if I had to bet, but try not to spoil me if you know. The main character, Klein, chooses the Seer pathway, which appears to be a non-combat class for the most part, or I guess it's more accurate to call him a support character. He's not gonna win a 1v1 with a warrior, but he's able to do some utility shit like finding missing people and stuff. Obviously, down the line, he'll probably get some more abilities and maybe even some combat ones. I have no idea what direction the story is going, but I do have a suspicion, a bit of a game theory, if you will. I think our main character isn't just a sequence 9. There's just something about him that feels more special than that, especially in the Grey Fog realm where he's definitely more powerful than a sequence 9. I don't know. Update, I just watched episode 3, which got really bad reviews for some reason. I think people were review bombing it because they like to hate on whatever's currently popular at the time, but that was probably one of the best anime fights I've ever seen. Animation absolutely popped off, and seeing all the different abilities each character has is just amazing. So far, I really love this anime. Alright, so episode 4 was good. It is getting a bit more confusing though. I know it's a mystery anime with the word mystery in the title, but sometimes I'm so lost that it feels like I'm watching the second season of an anime that I didn't watch the first season for. Honestly, the ending scene of episode 4 with the upside down floating goddess.
Oh shit! So that's the Hangman that is also in the tarot deck. And the Hangman, if you ever get this whenever you do tarot, is telling you to look at life from a different perspective. Whenever we're going through this world, we like to have this idea that we know what we're doing. We have an idea of how we want to get to a certain place, or maybe you don't. And that's what makes this card so powerful, because if you don't really know what you're doing, it's not that you're doing it wrong. You might just have to do it a different way. And it might be doing the same thing. So always look at life from a different perspective is what the Hangman represents in the tarot deck.
Or whatever was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I think they said it's called the True Creator, although it probably would have hit a lot harder if I knew more about it. I think the problem actually is not the anime itself, but our expectations. We've gotten so used to understanding every anime after just watching it once, and this is a different kind of anime that most people are unfamiliar with. Elden Ring, for example, is my favorite game of all time, except it's borderline impossible to understand the story just by playing it. Understanding the lore of Elden Ring requires multiple playthroughs and and
No,
heavy
just watch
external
the YouTube
research just to
videos.
begin to understand it. It's not just about a tarnished becoming Elden Lord, it's
Just
about a
beyond
number
that.
of invisible outer gods competing
Yes.
for influence over the lands between, but you would
Yes.
never know that just from playing the game once because it
Let me
chooses
solo
not
her.
to shove it in your face. And I think Lord of the Mysteries is similar, where you could just watch it and enjoy the beautiful animation, but if you do a bit of independent research outside of that, you'll probably end up enjoying it a lot more. Honestly, the biggest problem I have with Lord of the Mysteries is not the pacing, it's actually as simple as the speed of the subtitles. Sometimes it feels like they expect you to read 2 full paragraphs of dialogue in less than a second, and while I have no problem pausing or rewinding, there's a lot of people out there who just won't do that for whatever reason. So unless you know Mandarin, I think the subtitle speed is an unnecessary barrier to understanding this anime. The English dub could probably fix this problem, but a lot of people just refuse to watch dubs, so it's just a different kind of anime, and you're not supposed to watch it the same way you watch a high school rom-com. Aside from being confusing though, this anime is absolutely incredible. The fight scenes are so good, the visuals and animation are phenomenal, and it also has some of the best music I've ever heard in an anime. I mean, the fact that something I don't even understand is capable of keeping me this enthralled with it is a pretty impressive indicator that it's probably peak. So would I recommend this anime to a broad audience? Absolutely yes, but that recommendation does come with a disclaimer. If you just want to watch some cool fights with good animation, don't worry because there's plenty of that. But if you plan on analyzing and deeply understanding this anime, then that will require some effort on your end. It's not one of those anime where
Bro, the nerds would love doing that.
You can get distracted for a second or text on your phone while watching, because it really feels like if you miss a single line of dialogue, it might be detrimental to your understanding of the series, which makes me wonder, how badly is Crunchyroll butchering the subtitles? I remember they ruined a couple plot points in Re:Zero by having bad subtitles, but this anime is a totally different level. I mean,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty surprised that Crunchyroll still exists after all the workplace mishaps and on top of everybody shitting on them in like the mid 2000s. But they're still around. There's no competitor for Crunchyroll. That's kind of sad, bro. That's very sad, actually.
It feels like every other word needs to have a hyperlink to a fucking wiki page, so I can't even imagine what the novel readers must be going through with Crunchyroll. Anyway, I really like this anime, and so far it's probably gonna be God tier in my upcoming tier list video, so make sure you subscribe so you—
Bro, you giving it God tier after 3 episodes? I ain't gonna lie, bro, that's a bit of a stretch.
You don't miss that. Thank you as always for watching. I'm out for now. Peace.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I have no idea what this anime is, but from what I've saw, I like the inspiration that comes from tarot. I love esotericism. I've been training in esoterics and mysticism for about a year now, and it's really cool to see it show up in anime. And it's not like it's the first time. Like the Tree of Kabbalah and all these other esoteric things that you probably don't know about unless you study them. These things have popped up before in culture, in anime, in video games, and it's just something that's in the background. But to call yourself the Fool and have episode 1 be the Fool, and then have the Tree of Life be one of the first things that actually show up in the show, oh yeah, for sure, they're inspired by mysticism and esoterics, and that's just really cool in itself. I would encourage you guys, of course, like if any of you guys want to go on your spiritual journey, tarot is one of the first things that basically like jumps you into that world, because tarot is very popular. A lot of people look at it as like, oh, I can see my future, blah blah blah, right? So they look at it from that standpoint, and honestly, it'll help get you into some different type of stuff, if you feel me. I have a couple videos on here talking about esotericism. I have a couple blogs where I've done tarot readings for other people. I've done over 60 tarot readings in multiple different countries at this point. So for sure, tarot is dope, esoterics is dope. It is magic, and it is something you'd have to do your own research on. But to see it in this show, to see it in this anime, it seems like it's there, but unless I actually watch the show, I can't tell how deep it is actually in like esoterics. But so far so good. Like I'd be interested, right? Like we have the hangman here. I don't remember what they called it like in the actual show, but this is legitimately it. I'll be right back. I'll grab my cards for you guys. So as you guys can see on screen here and here in my hand, looks pretty similar, right? The hangman and this anime have something in common. And if you actually look at the front of the tarot deck, you see right here, this is the Fool. So this is the beginning of a new journey. It's really, really cool, guys. Really, really cool stuff. So for sure, check out tarot if you're ever interested. And if you ever want to get into esotericism, for sure, drop me a message in the Discord. We can definitely talk about it. It is something that legitimately will change your life, most likely for the better, depending on how you use it. But you can find some darker stuff when it comes to this mysticism and magic systems and whatnot. But of course, it's always going to be up to the user, right? Guns don't kill people. People with guns kill people. So for sure, do your research, be safe whenever you're trying any of this stuff out. But know that it is legit, it is real, and it'll really affect you. But that's all I have to share with you guys. This anime seems cool. It's a cool video from Echidnut, and I will see you guys on the next one, man. Thank you again. Shout out to Momo-chan for sending this video. I appreciate it. Until next time, man, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Hit the like button if you enjoyed. Comment what you think about the show if you've already seen it. Also, if you played AFK Arena, what's the interest and the hype around it? And until next time, man, subscribe if you're new. It's your boy KhunShawn. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.